Young up-and-coming farmers often need inspiration before they plunge headfirst into the vegetable growing game.
Such a group from Mississippi traveled to Point Coupee Parish to visit the vegetable farm of Lester Williams. As TWILA's AJ Sabine shows us, Williams showed them it doesn't take much to make a big splash with farm-raised vegetables.
When you get more money, you're going to do whatever it takes.
In a patch of ground filled with newly planted carrots and bell peppers, Lester Williams explains the finer points of vegetable production to this group of young, emerging farmers. Armed with questions, this group traveled all the way from Mississippi to learn from Williams, who sells his produce directly to consumers. Mississippi Association of Cooperatives field specialist Darnella Winston says she brought this group to Point Coupee Parish for a little inspiration.
That it doesn't take a whole lot of acreage to get started in farming. You can use what you already have if you don't have any acreage. If you have a half an acre, or if you just have just some plots, you can get started in growing vegetables or get started in growing fruit trees or anything that's productive in the vegetable area.
Getting productive in the dirt is what this group is all about. 17-year-old Nyla Turnbull jumped on the opportunity to tour working cattle ranches and vegetable farms. Ultimately, she wants her own cattle ranch one day.
When I get older, I want to be a veterinarian, so when I move to Texas, I want to start raising cattle.
So why did you come all the way from the great state of Mississippi all the way to Point Coupee Parish?
Just to see what other farmers were doing with their cattle and to see what would help me learn to raise cattle.
Lester Williams says these young people represent the future of his industry. That's why he's excited to mentor them during this stop on their ag tour.
This is what it's all about. You know, when a young minority can stay away from drugs and be here out in the field making their own money, honest money, that's the best thing they can do. And I don't mind giving people the advice because, you know, I had to start somewhere, you know, and trying to help other people is one of the best things you can ever do because I'm getting older and we need other people to get involved in it. Vegetable growing, vegetable right now is getting to be one of the top things around, and we need more vegetable growers.
Boca Chica, Mississippi cattle rancher Joe Barnes summed up the lesson of this stop on the tour.
In the past, everyone was encouraged to have large scale, to do farming on a large scale. He is a great example of how you can just do it on a small scale and be viable.
Williams told the group that diversity, even among the same types of vegetables, will ensure strong consumer sales. The visit by the Mississippi Association of Cooperatives was the third such trip to Louisiana by young, minority, or socially disadvantaged persons who are interested in starting an ag business. Now, speaking of advancing vegetable production, test plots or small plantings on private farms used for research often prove invaluable to scientists who study the performance of row crops such as rice or soybeans. However, an award-winning LSU horticulturalist says test plots can be especially helpful when researching new varieties of vegetables. LSU horticulturalist Dr. Catherine Fontenot says that test plots not only aid in vegetable research, but such research ultimately benefits home gardeners as well. Fontenot explains that researchers breed vegetable cultivars in specific regions of the state as well as around the country, such as California. The research done on test plots, as you see here, ultimately determine which seed you will find at your local feed store. Fontenot says the payoff of test plots could determine how much actual produce winds up on your table.
It's important for us to try out all the varieties here so that we can see on a small scale what works and what doesn't work, because you'd hate to plant a whole acre of one type of carrots and you only get, say, a third of the production when you could have planted another variety and gotten the whole field to produce.
Earlier this year, Dr. Fontenot won the prestigious John E. Hutchinson Extension Award from the Southern Region of the American Society for Horticultural Science. The award is presented to individuals early in their careers to recognize outstanding and valuable contributions in horticulture. We certainly want to congratulate Kiki Fontenot, as she's affectionately known, on her achievement. Now, if you would like more information about carrots or test plots or the Louisiana Fruit and Vegetable Growers Association, please log on to our website at twilatv.org. And guys, it's so refreshing to see young people who really have an interest in fruits and vegetables.
And I know you and Kiki Fontenot have been friends for a long time. Tell me a little bit about how you feel about her getting that award and seeing the achievements she's done.
Avery, Kristen, you guys know Kiki. She's such a wonderful person. She's very, very passionate about horticulture and fruits and vegetables and really getting people getting their hands dirty and growing their own food. So I couldn't be more happy for her. No one that I know of has more passion about fruits and vegetables.
I don't know, you might. You might.
Maybe.
Thank you very much, AJ Sabine. Well, still to come on TWILA.
When a grilled cheese rules the internet, trending on TWILA is next. Stay with us.